Let's take a look at probability. If you get a probability of 0, this is just showing that it's impossible. Let's just say you had a six-sided die, and I say I want you to roll your dice, right? I want you to roll it, and I need you to get 7, the number 7. Well, that's impossible because you can't get a number 7. All right, if you have a 1 over 2, that's as likely as unlikely. Anything in between 0 and 1 over 2 is unlikely. Anything over 1 over 2 to 1, probabilities run from 0 to 1. So anything from a half, which is 1 over 2, to 1 is likely. Anything with 1 is certain. So if I say, if you roll a die and I say I want you to get either the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, well, it's certain that you're going to get one of the numbers. So that's a 6 out of 6 probability. That's like 6 over 6, right? And any one of these, we could do probabilities as fractions, and from there, we can have them as decimals, and then we could say, instead of saying this is a half a probability, this is a 50% likelihood or a 50% chance. We could say, instead of saying half a chance, we could say 50% chance, right? Or we could say 0.5% chance, which is the same thing as 50%. All right, so let's take a look at, let's explain a problem right here. Let's explain a problem. All right, let's just say, let's look at this problem right here. Jane has 3 blue, 1 red, and 4 black markers. 1 is chosen at random. What is the probability it is blue? All right, so we have blue. We got, let's see, what else we got? We got red. We got black. Black, right? So black is how many? Black is 4 black markers. All right. Red is 1, and blue is 3. Blue is 3. Red is 1. All right. So what's the probability 1 is chosen at random? Probability that it's blue. So it is a probability that it is blue, right? So that would equal, what's my total? My total is 3 plus 1 plus 4 is 8, right? So I have 8 markers somewhere, probably in a bag somewhere. And I want to know what's my probability. Well, a fraction, remember the bottom number for a fraction is just the total, all right? And the top for a fraction is just the part. So how many blues do I have? The probability that's blue, I have 3. The most I can pull out is 3. So this is my probability right here. Now I could also make this into a decimal and also make it into a percentage. So to make it into a decimal, how many times 8 can go into 30? That'll be 3 times, right? 3 times 8. 3 times 8 equals 24, right? That'll be 6, right? Bring this down. We're going, and I can just leave that right here because 7 times 8, 56, right? 4. All right, we could close it off right here, actually. That's a 0. All right, so that'll be, I could say my probability that it is blue is either 3 over 8 or 0.337 or is a 37.5% chance that I pull out a blue marker. All right, so what is the probability that it is a red marker? All right, this is something you want to pause the video, try it out for yourself. Probability that it is a red marker. All right, I know my total. My total is 8. All right, I know I have 8 markers in the bag somewhere, so that's my total right there. Now, which one of these markers are red? Only one marker is red. All right, and I can move that down. I can make it a decimal again, and I can make it a percentage. So I have a 1 over 8 chance that my marker is red. What is the probability that my marker that I pull out this bag is blue, red, or black? Right? Blue, red, or black. So probability that is, I'm just gonna write it in green still. Blue, right? Or probability that is red, or probability that it is black. All right. We know we have the probability that it's black, right? Well, any one of those, right? If I go one time in the black, I know my total already is 8, and then it's going to be 8 as well, because all of those are likely outcomes. So my probability is 1, which means that is certain. I am certain that if I put my hand in the bag, I will get at least one of these colors here. That probability is 1. The probability of 1 is 100% chance. All right. So let's look at a 6-sided die, which is another one that's used pretty common, right? So 6-sided die. On one side you have the dot right here. Another side you'll have 2 dots right here, right? Another side you have 3 dots, and then just so forth and so on, right? And it goes from 1. So we can write this like this, right? Let's just use this for now. Yeah, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So anytime I spin that die, I get any one of these numbers right here. All right. So what's the probability that's an even number? I know my total chances, you can roll on 6 sides. I have 6 sides in total. 6 sides in total. All right. What's the probability that it's an even number? All right. I know 2, 4, 6. I have 3 even numbers in this. 3 even numbers, and my total sides that I have is 6. All right. I can break this down. I know 3 can go into itself once. 3 can go into 6 2 times. I know that's a 1 over 2. That means I have a 50% chance. Which makes sense because half of this right here, and then half of this right here is even numbers. All right. So I know I have a 50% chance on getting an even number. What's another? Another example is prime numbers. All right. All right. So another is prime number, right? Probability of prime numbers, right? We don't count 1 as a prime number, but we'll have 2, 3, and 5, right? So that's 3 numbers in total. 3 over 6 again. All right, what's the probability of just getting odd numbers? Same thing, 3 over 6. What's the probability of getting multiples of 3? All right, probability multiples of 3. You can pause it. So I got 3, 6, and that's it. So I have 2 numbers out of 6, which means I could go 2 could go into this once, 2 could go into this 3 times. So 1 over 3 chance. And I know my decimal for this is already 0.33, and this also means I have a 33% chance. All right, of rolling a multiple of 3. All right, we have set D here. All right. Set D has the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we already know our total. Our total right now is 8 numbers. I didn't skip any numbers or leave any out. So probability of even numbers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over 8. I mean, that's 1 over 2. Because 4 can go in itself once, 4 can go in 8 twice. All right, I can make this a percentage as well. That's 50%. Prime numbers, we have the prime number 2, prime number 3, prime number 5, and prime number 7. So that's 4 again. 4 out of 8. It's another 50%, right? 50%. Or my decimal would be 0.5. Because probabilities go from 0 to 1. Multiples of 4, I got 4, 8, and that's it. So that's 2 out of 8. And that'll be 1 over 4. So that's a 25% chance. And it's a square number. 4 is a square number, and 8 is a square number, so that's 2 out of 8 again. All right, I hope this helps.